When you can look at this current stock market crisis through the lens of opportunity rather than through the lens of fear, you can see this catastrophic event for what it really is, an incredible opportunity. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you 3 unique opportunities during this current crisis that we're in, the coronavirus crisis. The definition of courage is strength in the face of pain and the ability to do something that frightens you. It's not having no fear at all. It's just the ability to push forward even though you're scared. So I'm going to ask you to have a little bit of courage with this current environment that we're in, but it will be worth it because it will help you open your eyes to taking the right actions with your money during these uncertain times, and then taking advantage of these 3 opportunities that will only be available while times are tough, and who knows how long that might be. It may soon evaporate. The first obvious opportunity that pretty much everyone talks about on the news, and the only one that people really think about during crisis, is rebalancing your investment portfolio. So if you have this diversified portfolio, you have stocks, you have money in bonds and cash, you take that money out of bonds and cash, hopefully when the market is in a bottoming process, and you do that and you move it into stocks and buy when the market is at this low point. Now, when you have a diversified portfolio, there are almost always opportunities to add funds to stocks when there's blood in the streets. And this can dramatically increase your long-term returns. Again, if you have the courage to do it. It takes courage. It's hard to do. I was in this business and advising clients to do this in 2008, 2009. So I know what it's like, and I know what it's like right now. It's not easy. We also want to not fall victim to the temptation to try to time the bottom exactly. So I talk to clients all the time about this, and it's a big problem because people will wait and wait and wait and wait, and then they think it's gonna get a lot worse. But then what if it doesn't? And oftentimes it doesn't get a lot worse. The stock market will turn around every time before the economy looks any better. The important thing here is to not to rely on some knowledge or, some crystal ball. It's beyond our capabilities as humans. All that matters is that you buy in and add to stocks and take advantage of that while the market is at a bottoming process. You don't have to time and get the exact bottom. You just have to catch it, somewhere where it's down in here. And so this bottoming process, it can last for a few weeks, it can last for a few months. Who knows how long we're gonna be here? It could get worse before it gets better. I don't know. Anybody who tells you that they know is lying to you or lying to themselves or both. So it's also possible that the stock market has already bottomed. So you don't want to wait until you feel like the worst has passed before you add money to stocks. And if you tend to keep more cash on hand, you have maybe a lot of savings in the bank, now is an incredible opportunity to put cash to work, assuming you also have enough money. You wouldn't want to take everything, you want to make sure you have enough for emergencies, obviously, but you want to take advantage fully when the market is having this bottoming process. So if you have lots of cash, what are you waiting for? You got to dig down deep, find that courage, and get that cash to work. The second opportunity is one of those tried and true opportunities that should be on your radar in every single stock market downturn, and that is Roth Conversions. Here's why this is an opportunity right now. Because when you have money inside of a traditional 401k, a traditional IRA, that money, because of the drop in the stock market, you now have less of a percentage of your overall portfolio. You have less dollars in that account than you had, say, at the end of last year. So you can convert more of your portfolio value or more of the percentage of your portfolio to a Roth because the value has dropped. once your retirement dollars are inside of that Roth account, the money is not taxed again. Once you get into retirement and you start withdrawing money out of your IRA, which you are required to do right now when you're 72 years old, every penny that you take out is taxed. So you have these big future unknown tax liabilities when you leave the money inside of the IRA, and there's estate tax consequences with IRAs passed on to your children as well that aren't really favorable either. So getting as much money that makes sense for you into a Roth for your situation makes a lot of sense. Moving on to opportunity number 3, and this is something that is completely unique to this current crisis. Because market downturns never come, typically, they never come on the heels of a health crisis, except this one. So, and then that's got everyone thinking about the last things: death, judgment, heaven, hell, or maybe if you're not religious, at the very least, this global pandemic gets you to think about your own mortality and what would happen if you became sick, if you die. So it's not a fun thing to think about, but it does present an opportunity right now in this current situation that we're all faced with. I know that this is true myself because I am like the least prone person to hypochondriac thinking of anyone. Probably. I'm actually not scared of getting sick about this. If I get sick, it's like, okay, well, I get sick, I'll just take the normal precautions. But probably if you dared me to lick a shopping cart at the grocery store right now and you paid me enough money to do it, I might be dumb enough to take you up on your offer. Rather than just fretting and wasting time worrying about the things we can't control, like a global pandemic, there's this now like honed in, renewed focus on your own health, your own mortality, and it presents this excellent opportunity to revisit your healthcare directives. And while you're at it, you might want to consider updating your estate plan and your will as well. What's unique about this is because we're also still like, a lot of us are at home. Many of us have a little bit of extra time on our hands than what we had before. So it's a perfect time to take this opportunity with this renewed focus on your health and living and dying and everything in between to have this estate plan that is well thought out and is updated for your situation, and it matches what you would want your family to do if you're no longer able to make those healthcare decisions for yourself. So you save yourself and your family an incredible amount of heartache and uncertainty down the road if you were to become sick. And eventually, you know, we're all going to die at some point. And so you want to have those updated healthcare directives, your estate plan document, get all of those in place, because if God forbid you become sick or you die from this virus, or you die eventually, like we all will, you'll be glad that you took action now. All right, so there you have it. 3 financial opportunities that are important in this current crisis. One is rebalancing your portfolio, rotating money into stocks, taking advantage of the Roth conversion opportunity, and then also getting your estate plan and all of your healthcare directives in place and up to date. If you can have courage, remember, action in the face of uncertainty. You are still scared, but you're still pressing forward. And that's the key, because if you can banish the fear, if you can open your eyes to the opportunities that exist, they are there for the taking. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Micciche, and I hope you have a blessed day.